Well, first of all, to my fellow veterans, my brothers and sisters, thank you. This is your day, and as head of the council, I'm just leading the team in the celebration for you. This is a celebration for all of us because freedom is never on the ballot. It lives in the hearts and minds of those who love America and pledge to defend it. We need to take a moment to pause and reflect and remember all of our service men and women who at one point in time of their lives raised their right hand and said that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, both foreign and domestic. No COVID crisis or no weather condition should ever hamper us from the need to pause and recognize and honor. The Manatee County Veterans Council is I would like to say, a clearinghouse of the veteran services and the veteran service-friendly organizations throughout Manatee and parts of Sarasota County. We meet on a monthly basis with an agenda to help those veterans and, in some cases, those veteran families who may be in need, and also, when appropriate and applicable, to advocate for those veteran causes. I have the distinct honor of also serving as a program manager for the Veterans Program at Turning Points. So for me, veteran homelessness is an issue. It is a huge issue, along with making sure that veterans get the proper physical and mental health care services that they need. One of the things that also that makes me think is our female veteran population. Our female veteran population serves as 10% of the U.S. veteran population. However, so few female veterans actually go and seek out veteran-related services. And all of our servicemen and women, should they have earned that privilege, should have access to good health care. And our ladies are no different. To the veteran, I would say there is absolutely no shame in getting help. It is there for you, and you have earned that privilege. To the veteran family, I say thank you. I know this is hard, and I recognize that there are some things that we don't understand about the young soldier that you sent off and the person that has now come back. They need help, and there's no crime in getting it. But also the veteran family needs help and understanding, and there's absolutely no shame in getting those services either. So for all of the sometimes criticism about the VA will work if we take the time and we take the energy and if we have the courage to pursue the help that we need. The Manatee County Veterans Council meets on the third Thursday of every month at 11 a.m. We are currently meeting at American Legion Post 24 Kirby Stewart on 75th Street West in Bradenton. If they wish to find out more about the council, they can check out our website at www.mymcvc.org. It gives me great pride as the son of a veteran, as the stepson of a veteran, and as the brother of a veteran that is currently serving in the United States Army as a recruiter near Green Bay, Wisconsin. It gives me a sense of pride. I was coming over the bridge on my way here, and it's storming, and it's raining, and it's wet. But when I passed by that flag in Palmetto, the wind may be whipping, but that big old flag was still there, waving high and proud. And in the course of everything that we have gone through, especially this year, we need to take a moment to say, through calamity, through civil unrest, through a contentious election, that flag and everything that stands for it is still there. And I'm really proud to have served, and I'm really thankful to be an American.
I think it's important for veterans to always continue to participate in their community. It just seemed to be the perfect year and the perfect time to talk about telling stories and sharing them. We're losing so many of our older veterans from eras of World War II, Korea, and even Vietnam. And I just felt a personal stake in it. Once I hit on the idea of what to talk about, it just really resonated with me, and I wanted to be able to share that. I think one of the biggest issues is transitioning, and while the active service has a really formal program on transitioning veterans from serving actively into their community to go home, they need to keep on helping veterans along the way. The other thing is Manatee and Sarasota County may have over 100,000 veterans in our area, but not all of them need help. So there's a lot of us that understand, that walk the walk and talk the talk, and we understand how hard it is to ask for help. So it's important that we keep reaching out, letting people know that they're not alone, so that we can fight veteran suicide, so that we can ensure that veterans know that there are resources out there that can help them in whatever situation they have. And one of the best places to do that is to go to your local veteran service office, either in Manatee, Sarasota County. Each county has one. Each county has a way that you can go and at least start the process to find out where you can get some help if you need it, or if you want to help somehow. Well, there's a lot of different facets to that, but I think one of the things is that the veteran has to know that they're not alone. I think it's very important. We've got organizations like the American Legion and the VFW that veterans from World War II, Korea, Vietnam era are familiar with. But then we have younger veterans that are in their early 20s, 30s, and even 40s that, again, need to know they're not alone, that there's ways they can reach out. In our area, we've got Goodwill, the Veteran Services of Goodwill, Minnesota. We've got Turning Points with homelessness, but that also addresses veteran homelessness. But I think it's very important that they know that they have someone to talk to. It's very hard right now during the pandemic because there's a lot of social isolation going on, so that you're not just meeting someone in a grocery store or walking on the street. So they have to know that there's a way to get out there. And so it's important to put it out on social media and to let everyone know what all the organizations are, so that we can continue to share that information and hopefully get to that person that needs that help at that one moment, to know that they're not alone and their life is absolutely worth living. It's extremely important. It's the first time ever that a private charitable foundation was allowed by the federal government, in this case, Veterans Affairs, to use their money, so there's no tax dollar money, in building some type of an enhancement to honor veterans on a national cemetery. So that alone makes Patriot Plaza important, and there is a ripple effect happening across the country, and has been since Patriot Plaza was dedicated to the community in June of 2014 and the nation in November of 2014. Alabama and Georgia both one did a carol on bell tower and the other did a scenic overlook. But it's important so that dollars that are raised by grassroots organizations can help veterans in other ways. In Patriot Plaza, the Patterson Foundation chose to honor veterans and create a lasting tribute. It's not a memorial, it's a way to go and remember, but it also evokes stories, and that's one of the reasons I chose storytelling for my theme today, because veterans will go out with their families and see the artwork, especially the photographs. And it may be the very first time since World War II, perhaps, or Korea, or whatever conflict or experience they had in the military, that they actually verbalize and talk about it and share with their family. And it's incredibly important. Sarasota National Cemetery touches more than just Sarasota. It touches up to 7 different counties. It's a regional cemetery. And there's now over 150 national cemeteries in the United States. So we are incredibly blessed to have this in our region. And what's great about Patriot Plaza is that there's only 3 criteria you need to meet to have an event out there. It has to be free and open to the public. It has to honor veterans in some way. And then it has to be in keeping with the dignity of where it is located. But it's absolutely an outdoor museum that people can go and walk through and see every day of the week. The cemetery is open from sunrise to sundown. And so it's exceptionally important to our children from the elementary years all the way through high school. Some families don't have anyone that had served in the military, so this is a way for them to learn and understand, and then those that have, it's a way for them to kind of reconnect. I met a family out there recently whose daughter was about to go into the Air Force, and they were so excited to have her share and see the photographs. Her dad was a Marine, Semper Fi, happy birthday from yesterday, and her mother was actually a captain for American Airlines as a pilot. But she was so jazzed. She had been at Venice High School in the Young Marines program there and then ended up going into the Air Force. But it was a way to share the family legacy because her grandmother was with them also, and she had served much earlier as well. So it's really a family legacy. It's a way to share within the family but also the community and let people know what service really looks like. My message would be that individuals that serve in the military really never stop serving. And it is difficult to ask for help. When I first moved home to Sarasota, I retired as a colonel, so I could pay my bills, but I needed to get involved in my community, and I started to seek out different organizations and volunteer. So for veterans that maybe are not in need of assistance, go volunteer with an organization and learn how to help others, whether they're a veteran or not, but one will always lead to the other, and we form a community of veterans within our region, and that way the help just continues to spread.
Well, it would have been nice if we could have done it out in Veterans Park where we have all our monuments and everything saying, you know, how we love the veterans, but we still need to get it done in this day and age. So many people have forgotten about the veterans. They've forgotten what Veterans Day is all about. They get confused with Memorial Day. And it's one of those things that we just need to reinforce in our civilian population, that a lot of the veterans around the world have sacrificed for our country. Well, the importance of it is, like I said, is to remind everybody what the veterans have done for this country and for their own selves and sacrificing everything. And it's just important that we remind everybody and have a good time, but remember what the veterans have done for you. Okay, yeah, I was the chairman for over 10 years, and I'm still active as taken back as the vice chair to help the new chairman. And we're like a clearinghouse. We have about 30 to 35 veterans organizations in Manatee County that participate, and we try to help with veterans' problems. If somebody needs a wheelchair, we probably can find somebody, one of the other organizations that has a wheelchair, the DAV or VFW, something like that. And we just do the best we can to serve all the veterans of Manatee County, because we estimate there's over 40,000 just in Manatee County. Yeah, Lee Washington or one of his people attend almost every Veterans Council meeting, and at which time we can take care of people that may have veterans needs or that. The DAV 18 is authorized or has 8 people that can help veterans if their needs, file their claims with the VA, and not have to go up to Lee Washington's office. The main thing is just fighting the red tape to get the veterans at the veterans' rights that he deserves and the disability that he should have. It's just, you know, like Don Quixote fighting with the windmill, trying to get through all the red tape that the government has. So we're very thankful for Lee Washington and his people and the other people that the DAVs have and the VFWs that will help people get their claims through. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank all the veterans that have served in Manatee County, and I'd like to remind them that if they have a problem, go to Lee Washington's office or to one of the DAVs or VFWs and see if they can't help you with your problems. We've got plenty of people out there to help, and the Bill Galvano One-Stop Shop also helps some of the homeless veterans find a job, find housing. We're always looking to get the veterans off the streets and to get them into Bay Pines and get them back into the VA system. Yeah, Bay Pines has an excellent program, and right now Manatee County and also Sarasota County, they have their Veterans Court, which helps the veterans if they have minor issues with drugs and alcoholism, some minor tickets and that, they can go to the court and have a mentor and guide them through the process to get these things taken off their records so that they can get back into society and get a productive life. So just reach out to people in the Veterans Administration or Bill Galvano's place, and there's people out there that'll help you. You just have to ask. Okay, the easiest way, if you have a computer, is www.mymcvc.org, and that's our website. Or we meet the third Thursday of each month, and we're going to start back to Kirby Stewart, VFW, or American Legion Post 24 this month on the 19th of November.